Oh, hello there. Yes, Sunday. Hooray. Sunshine. Hooray. 60th anniversary of the Bristol bus boycott. I wonder what that was about. We'll never find out, because it's part of history that's in the past. No such thing as racism anymore. Talking of which, I thought we'd dive into the current Guardian anti-Semitism / Diane Abbott race row that's happening at the moment. All them nasty lefties, because left-wingers are racist. Let's face it. And I thought we'd sort of have a look at this story through the prism, or the forum, snigger, one might say, of the new Cuture Forum, just whilst I'm waiting for their new video to appear. So, let's dive in, shall we? Yes, well, first up we've got 8 videos, their most recent ones, and I'm sure that they won't be in any way, shape or form racist, but let's dive in and have a look. Yes, well, first up there's actually the Diane Abbott race row story. And the thing I love about this is the photograph that they've chosen of Britain's first black woman MP, who's been a tireless campaigner against racism, and they've chosen that photograph. Not that they're racist, mind you. You'd be wrong if you were thinking up. The next one from a day ago is, what is national conservatism? Well, some of us might argue it's a bit of a scam, really, whereby people that have been in power for 40 years and have rather ruined the economy can step to one side and magically reinvent themselves as national conservatives, which means that they are nice now, or something. Not really quite sure how that works, but anyway, yes, national, not got good connotations, has it? If you think back from 100 years ago, yeah, certain parties with the word national in them, can't think of any for the moment, but it didn't go down so well 100 years ago. And we're still waiting for the West, which this latest episode is going to be about the way that the West didn't exploit anybody, certainly not racially. I want to make that very, very clear, and I'm sure the new Cuture Forum will. And yes, I love this next one. Yes, white girls targeted for their race. Not that that's racist, not that you've got 3 posh white kids talking about racism. That isn't racist. Not that they're talking about particular brown people. No, that isn't racist. Remember that. Definitely not racist. Okay? Ironic as well, because the big race grooming gangs of the last few weeks have been white. Leaving that aside. What do we got? Oh yes, of course, everyone's favourite immigrant is Rafe, agreeing wholeheartedly, as Mike, as he always will do with Mike, Iron Mike, yes, about immigrants. There's way too many of them, but not from Canada, argues Rafe. You need a better class. That's what it is. It's all about class, isn't it? And moving on to that, of course, we've got another couple of posh white people talking about how great it is to be British. I wonder if they'll ask any brown people. No, they won't. It's the new Cuture Forum's Emma and Hello, I'm Peter Whittle. Certain that they'll be talking about how great it is to be British. Not going to ask anyone that they don't think is, though, are they? No. And yes, then we have actually my favourite one, which is Ms. Bird, who's been cancelled. But oddly, she's everywhere, all over the news. And it's another one of those, let's kick down on minorities. Do enjoy that, don't they? Do like a bit of culture wars, they love it. And lastly, there's everyone's favourite victim, because it's all about victimhood, all these posh white people that are victims. It's Claire. Yes, put in the House of Lords for services to Brexit, and is all over our media. Used to be left-wing, but via Spite discovered that wasn't where the money was. So there she is. Yes, Labour peers tried to physically bully me off the bench. Again, okay, it's from 11 days ago, but it's not that we've had stories about Tory ministers bullying people. Yes, anyway, leaving all that aside. So, what can we make of all of this? Well, yeah, it's the new Cuture Forum, and like the rest of the right-wing media in the country, they will argue vociferously that racism doesn't exist, unless, of course, it fits their agenda, in which case, magically, it does prop up. That way, everyone who's left-wing is a real racist, yeah? Everyone who's on the left of Keir Starmer is an anti-Semite, despite the fact there's no evidence of that whatsoever. And they just love jumping up and down about it. But there isn't any at the same time. Yeah, try and square that circle, folks. Anyway, Gonna wait, bated breath, new Culture Forum. Can't wait for it. Yeah, I can actually. Anyway, I'll feed back to you on that. Have a lovely Sunday.